Growing up, I did not even realize that I have a brother with special needs because when he dropped out from primary school to attend a special ed school, I didn't even realize that there was a special ed school until much later. So when I came across a Storm article where a special ed teacher was making degrading remarks about their students, that set me back a bit and I said, hey, I need to do something, and that's when I went on to set up Deaf Dragons and I wrote in Deborah.
So when he roped me in, within 2 years of running Deaf Dragons, that was really the point of time where I started changing my mindsets about persons with disabilities, and we saw how much impact the team actually had on the entire Dragon Boat community. So that was when we were very inspired and wanted to take this whole impact on a societal scale. So we decided to set up a social enterprise to promote an inclusive future where every single person with disability would have the opportunity to maximize their potential.
Society Staples organize school programs, corporate team building workshops and community outreach events, using this as a platform to spread message of inclusion and acceptance. Whether is it through direct interaction with persons with disabilities or through disability simulation activities, we enable and empower participants to contribute towards an inclusive future. I think one particular fulfilling experience that we had was getting to know this McDonald's manager who has attended our team building programs and then subsequently went on to hire 2 persons with intellectual disabilities. This actually shows us that our work do translate to real change and real impact.
Persons with disabilities are very withdrawn from the standard marginalized. So because of that, many people don't really have that opportunity to interact with them and to engage with them. This community is always very misunderstood and people are always very fearful and afraid of them. However, the whole situation is changing with the support of our partners.
For the ASEAN Para Games, we work alongside with Society Staples to run some very interesting, inclusive programs for the general public. They have brought in very innovative programs, such as learning about PWDs can be fun, interactive and exciting, not just for corporates but for the general public. For example, during the APG, when we had the joint collaboration with Society Staples, like some of the programs which we brought forward to the public, for example, the blind walk. It is a partner-assisted blind walk. And then from that experience, people actually learn how to guide a person who is visually impaired. What they have impacted the society is about the belief that Singapore can really be an inclusive society.
So I think when we talk about challenges on a personal level, people always emphasize on the sexiness of being a millennial social entrepreneur. But I actually do get very uncomfortable when people think we have everything figured out. The key thing is really, between running a sustainable business and, achieving the social impact that we want to achieve, there is a lot of risk involved, a lot of uncertainty. We definitely don't have the answers to everything, but at the end of the day, as a young team, we can only learn and grow. So I think it's not about what we can do for them, but what we can learn from them in return. All my beneficiaries have taught me tenacity, determination, and despite their life circumstances, they always have a very positive outlook in life.
I think one of the lessons that we learned, they taught us not to be so quick to assume their capabilities. We tend to be very protective of them and tend to limit what they can do and what they cannot do, but when we dare to challenge them, they really surprise us.
The mass of things to find out where to look back to. The student lost there was not any reform that our BWS to do so. I think I work with yes, for why I set up a platform to support and stream so that I can back to the many ways, and one of them is to achieve the normal people who accept the
To us, inclusion truly happens when the need to use the word inclusion is not even necessary anymore. That is where we really know that persons with disabilities are integrated into society and are being treated as equals.